Hey guys, it's TheCardists, and in today's deck review, I'm going to be reviewing the Nickelodeon. So let's get straight on into this. Okay, so this deck is actually by Viacom, who is Nickelodeon, and this was actually printed in 2006, and it's bicycle branded, which is always cool. It's a bicycle branded deck, and I got this when I was in New York, and I thought I'd review it because I like to review all different types of decks by, bicycle, and I'd like to review this deck, even though it's kind of a kiddish deck, but to be honest, this was a channel that I grew up with watching Nickelodeon. I used to come down the stairs, put on Nickelodeon at the age of 5 and watch SpongeBob, watch a load of other stuff, and to be honest, this Nickelodeon was the one. So let's get straight into this and let's have a look at what you get inside. Okay, so we're going to start off with the back design. Now first off, we can see it has a mint kind of green, dark bogey green on the background because they went with all the slime colours, and then it has a big splat of paint saying Nick for Nickelodeon, and it is a one-way back, which means if you flip it around, as you can see, it does have the opposite way, which can be a pain in some cases, but to be honest, it's just a childish deck, and that's why I wanted to review it. Let's have a look at the Jokers. Okay, so for the Jokers, they're actually called wild cards in this deck. So you receive the fish that was in what was it called? Fairy Odd Parents. The fish, they were the fish that basically made his grants come true, and he could never go out with that girl. And then we have the wild card here. That's who I thought I was. I thought I was cool. And then we have wild card, and they have this kind of blue. This one has a darker shade. This one has like a lighter shade of blue. But let's have a look at the Ace of Spades. Okay, so for the Ace of Spades, we receive Patrick. And what I really like with this is you see we have the shorts that he has on. And if you actually tickle his belly, he does actually talk. Are you ready? Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, stop. So he has this orange background to it, and then it has him standing out, and he is on all the aces for the whole way through. It's just the background colour changes and the outline of him changes to the actual colour to the pips. So for example, the hearts are actual like a blue, then the clubs are actually a purple, and then the green for the actual diamonds. So let's have a look at the rest of the spades. Okay, so for the 2, the 3, and you can see you have the Fairy Odd Parents, and it continues Squidward out of SpongeBob. Then we actually have the one from Fairy Odd Parents. I can't remember, it was Timmy, I think it was Timmy. And then we have the 6, Mr. Krabs, Timmy, Sandy, Fairy Odd Parents, and then SpongeBob. So they focus on the same characters really, and then these are the exact same for the rest of the pips as well, so it doesn't really change, but I will show you the rest of the pips as well. Now I'm going to show you all of them. It's a lot easier, but you see we get the hearts are exactly the same. You get the exact same cards, just with a different colour background to them. It's the bicycle pips, it's just they've actually just changed the foreground, show the background to a different shade of colour, so it continues, and then you get the Ace of Spades, which is Patrick. Even with the clubs as well, it's the exact same, continuing. And then you get the Ace of Clubs, and then you get the diamonds, and it continues the whole way through as well with the green, the bogey green in the background. You do receive 2 cards, and these are just bicycle stand advertisements, you know, the United States Playing Card Company, and then some information on what they sell and play by the rules and some decks they sell. But let's have a look at the tuck case for this deck. Okay, so when you get the tuck case, it does have Nick on the top with a Fairy Odd Parents there and SpongeBob, and then it has more characters, and it has playing cards, and it has the big green like splash of paint, and then the orange paint there, and then it just has on the other side playing cards Nick with SpongeBob. Then on the other side as well, it has the exact same, and it has playing cards. On the bottom it has a barcode with some bicycle branding there, and it goes with the yellowy colour for the back, but it has a red USPCC. It would have been cool if they had like an orange, that would have been cool. But it has playing cards, and then it has SpongeBob just there. It has nick.com, and then you have some of the cards showing you some examples of the cards, and it says now you can play your favourite card games with SpongeBob, and then some of the other characters. Nickelodeon Playing Cards featuring characters from 3 of the Nick's hottest shows, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Fairy Odd Parents, and All Grown Ups. So suitable for the age of 4 and older, and it has 2016. This deck was brung out because it was by Viacom International Inc. as well, and then there's a few other trademarks just there, and it has the United States Playing Card Company in Ohio. So that is the tuck case. There's nothing inside as well. When you pop it open, it just has SpongeBob a little bit there. Don't know if he should be there, but for some reason I think his arm's meant to connect there. As you can see, his arm connects to it, but there's nothing for the other side. You just get that little arm. So they obviously didn't mean for that to happen, or maybe they did. If so, that's pretty cool if they did, because not most decks do that. But that's perfect. So let's have a look at how this deck actually handles. Okay, so let's see how this deck handles. So to be honest, it's not going to be the best deck because it was a cheap deck. And also, it's not really a deck that you're going to be flourishing with, is it really? It's going to be a deck for card games, or a bit of fun, having a laugh with, and it's just a standard deck. But to be honest, for standing handling, I'm not going to go too much into it. It has a good stock, but it's an older stock, which means it's quite flimsy, and I do feel like it will basically just won't last very long. But it's just a standard, it's just a deck basically for a company, for a corporation, so there's not much to it. It's a one-way back, so that's the complaint really, but that's the only thing I can say. It's just a bit of a fun deck, and that's why I don't really think I should go into flourishes with this deck, just because what's the point really? It's a standard deck, and yeah, there's not much to it apart from it's just a standard deck. For example, okay, we're going to do a flourish anyway, just because I'm moaning about it, it's best to do it. To be honest, it's not hard, but if you did a double lift, you can. It's a bit hard to do. If you're trying to hide a card, it's kind of hard to do with the green. But other than that, it's just a simple deck. There's nothing to really go into. Even doing a giant fan, there's no point, but I'm going to do it anyway. And there you go. So that is my review on the Nickelodeon SpongeBob deck. Or the Nicklodeon Playing Cards, to be honest. I don't know why I call it the SpongeBob, it's the Nickelodeon deck. I will rephrase that as a Nickelodeon bicycle deck. So that's it guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, then give it a comment down below. Just want to say that there is going to be a few changes coming to the channel, so stay tuned for that. There will be an actual sit down video for that, and you get to see my pretty face, which is not very pretty. It's just ginger. Not my face, my hair. But that's it guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Click subscribe just up there, previous video just up there, and comment down below. That's it, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.